go.
Is going to be the next probable pickup here.
Things are correct now. There you go. Alright, so blue side, VEC, EVOS SG on the red. Now, again, Popolin Koopa, we didn't see much of him in games in series number 1, essentially. And now, you put two Menace together. Menace Sai. And it's essentially Luoyi plus Popolin Koopa spell disaster for most teams who want to play old school Mobile Legends. But it seems like VFM here do not want to budge. They're gonna play their game and they're gonna lock in a pretty solid hybrid of some range and some in-your-face action. You got your two side laners, Tams and Yuzhong, while solid mid here gonna be set in by the Farsa. Cores already revealed here for EVOS. Might as well be the Ling. We haven't seen Ling in a while, for one, possibly because of the bans, and two, I feel like Lancelot. People just like Lancelot more often, a little more these days.
A little more. So Lancelot does have his merits, especially in team fights where he's going to be practically unstoppable whenever he goes for the Thorned Rose, and that's something that you would always try to catch. Typically, a Lancelot can't be caught by one hard, solid CC like a Kaja's Divine Judgment or Wave the Dragon just timed properly, but more often than not, Lancelot has been quite slippery for these teams. A Hayabusa and a Masha being banned out here opens up the Cho. There you go, Cho is going to be picked up.
You know what? I like the Cho because, one, it could be a denial pick away from VEC Fantasy Main. Like, taking it away from, again, the possible counter on the Ling. And the Masha... Man, how do you feel about Masha? Like, she's legit one of the scariest side laners when the team who's using her knows what they're doing. But that aside, she feels like an artifact from the meta of old.
Well, there are merits to a Masha being picked up. One of those merits is that Masha can melt down turrets easy, can solo objectives easy, and all she needs is space to farm up. And that's something that a lot of teams recognize, so they typically go for a Thumbs being going up against a Masha. They go ahead and select the Jawhead so that they can just get that bit of a tanky hero against the Masha in the side lane, and at the same time have that bit of safety against a Masha. But overall, Masha is, you know, it's pretty much a niche pick. Would work, sometimes would not work. I got a Kacha!
Okay, you know what? I was gonna say Jawhead might be the pick here, given that EVOS SG has no tank just yet, but instead they go ahead, pull the rug from underneath us. Out of left field comes the Gatot Kacha, which I think for most part today is considered a fighter. Like, most people would say that, oh, just put him in the side lane, he's a fighter, rotate, come in with the Avatar of the Guardian, but now this seems to be their main tank. Nomad looking at these two lineups. Yi Sun Shin once more, the pick here for our friends from Vietnam. They are gonna go ahead and play.
See how EVOS SG is gonna be playing today.
Alright, that being said, welcome to the Land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching game number 1. VEC Fantasy Main versus EVOS SG. Now, let's check it. 3-on-3 action here. In the mid, it's going to be a mirror from both teams now. Look at the aggression from the Popolin Koopa. Krieger sending Koopa out for lunch.
Very standard here. Not a lot of invades here for both of these sides. We're now seeing the split here on the Little Wanderers. Top lane, got Kacha going up against a Yuzong. That Kacha is going to lose that more often than not. But team fights is where both of these heroes shine. So we're going to see if anything is come out of that potato Kacha.
It looks like they're just mirroring each other, but I like how VFM here is a little more aggressive on securing their own buffs, and this will do good for the Yi Sun Shin, because between the Yi Sun Shin and the Ling, people would argue the Ling goes online so much sooner. So again, if you're able to catch up and neutralize that weakness, then VEC Fantasy Main, they're in for a great game. Now, look at this, Throne Trin chasing down Krieger. Max just wants to go for the fight. Let's go.
Be disengaged there. They don't want to give away any early advantages in the team fights. I mean, in terms of the economy with losing down one of your heroes. turtle is going to be spawning relatively soon, and that's going to be better objective here. EVOS SG is moving in towards the turtle pit area, waiting for an opportunity to farm up.
Nice rotation there. Oh, Throne Train goes in with the revenge. Regrets it immediately. Bouncing ball. Glad that thing has damage reduction. He's able to rotate up and see what's going on. Man, so far, Nomad gotta say, this is a tame game. Like, compared to how game or Series 1 went, VFM here and EVOS SG, they're picking at each other. They're just playing footsies. Hold up. Oh no, Teeny almost bit the dust there. And Pokemon,
here goes the revenge. Tempest Blades just to barely escape the potential rage. No, sorry, not the rage. The bouncing ball there to dish out more damage, but managed to come out on top there. If only VFM had, I mean, if only Yuzhong was able to survive a bit more, it could have turned the back around immediately and forced a fight that would lead to their victory in that small skirmish. But
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Teeny wants more, but he lets go.
Onto the relatively mid lane here, so to speak. Eason Shin still hasn't died in this game, which is a good sign, so to speak. Not seeing any big fights just yet.
Oh!
They get the feathered airstrike connection there onto Luo Yi, though. Just a slither of health remaining, and the turtle is looking like the next objective.
Yep, JPL did not like that at all. Not a fan. But nonetheless, look at this. Level 7 Pokemon beating out Brawly by just a wee bit. Let's look at what the EXP is looking like. And it's so close, Nomad, so close. With EVOS SG winning by just a little and VFM catching up every few seconds. That's for gold. And for EXP, it's just the same. It's up and down, up and down. But look at this now. A fight waiting to happen here. Krieger gets caught out.
Yeah, VFM's... well, LaFarsa is dishing out a lot of damage. In the early game, it can dish out a lot of damage, as well as the ultimate is going to get popped. Here goes the Rage, connects onto one, the Revenge and the Rage, I mean, First Blood's going to be connecting there. Secures another kill, quite separate there. Black Dragon form is going to be up under the turret range as well, not really a good look. Already a good take there by VFM, but they need to disengage. They do not want to overstay their welcome. They're going to instead focus on this turtle. Meanwhile, that's going to be the kill onto Yuzhong. Yuzhong is going to be paying the price for that.
Teeny taken out, and he stayed possibly a second much longer, even less than that, because, again, there's so much that Pokemon can do in that short amount of time and distance. And, Nomad, this is going to be confusing later on because both Hyde and Brawly have somewhat of a global, if not large, ranged ult. And I think EVOS SG would be smart to avoid that, and they have to play the counterpunch game here. They have to wait for those ults and weave in and out. They gotta be smart about it. But look at this now, Krieger threatened by Throne Train. It's a 3v1 potentially.
It is a 3v1, but he's gonna make it out alive. But there is going to be a reaction here on the bottom lane turret. They know for a fact that they're busy taking care of Kufra. Might as well just push out the turret because no bodies are present there to prevent that push from happening. And that's already the bottom half of the jungle inside of EVOS SG going out.
And
the top side.
A tale as old as time, just offlaners doing offlaner things. Teeny and Potato here just going at it. But look at this! Throne Train goes in! Krieger taken out! Combined with the Feathered Air Strike, and Pokemon cannot go in. Not just with JPL right there. And look at this. Look who's waiting in the wings. Soul. Look at Soul, Nomad.
Soul is not going to be able to potentially secure that. He's going to be moving back into the lane while a big clash is happening over the mid lane. Turtle's going to be secured by Yi Shin. That's going to be impactful in terms of pushing out the turret. Going to go for the orange buff and then potentially start pushing out with the rest of his team.
Oh, look at this. Teeny. Sneaky, looking for a target, is just gonna cut.
Is going to cut, but he is going to be chased down by this level 10 Link. For that matter, Feathered Airstrike connecting onto two people, but Luo Yi managed to secure the kill onto Kufra first before taking down Cho, and it is a 1-for-1 trade. Avatar gonna be landing in on the mid lane, not catching anybody here. Over at the top side, Black Dragon form, and as well as the backup from Hyde. Not going to be enough to catch this slippery Ling. Huge rotation from the rest of the team here over at the top lane on the side of EVOS SG, but they are going to be playing it safe, not looking for an opportunity to fight just yet. And there goes another feathered airstrike there. Connecting, barely connecting there onto Luo Yi, and there's going to be a turret secured. That is a zoning out feathered airstrike.
Oh.
Meanwhile, big team fights over here at the pit area. Gets the first kill. Might look for another one. They are going to be disengaging. Lots of flickers being expended. That's going to be Yisun going down as well. You don't want that to happen. Wave the Dragon's going to be connecting onto Kufra. Kufra is going to be able to make it out there alive, barely.
Man, Trong Trin came in like 2 seconds too late, and his core just bit it even before he could say don't. Alright? Broly was just the perfect target, and Tini here, wow, taking out Krieger, running through him with the snout of his dragon, and JPL gonna be able to say Mamba out. But then again, the fight continues as Tini once more. He's got eyes on Pokemon, he lets go, and all this while Soul is just doing soulful things, pushing that turret, taking what he can, now evening the odds up against VFM. Both teams have 2 turrets to their names. Nomad, this is going back and forth, it's a rally, and so far I think Pokemon is having a better time than Broly. 1-0-2 on this Ling versus a 0-1-3 on Broly. Let's look at what items they're making here. I think this is Broly building up towards a Blade of Despair, while our friend here, Pokemon, has Endless Battle already. So he's up about 400, 500 gold. That's pretty good.
Pretty good indeed, and oh, nice Rage. Rage is going to be connecting. That's going to be the deletion on the Popple and Koopa. Gets away with the Dragon. Not really follows it through with the second kick, but that's more than enough to deter Hyde from staying in the team fight. And I think there is going to be a rotation on the top lane as it's being mirrored over to the bottom lane. Well, Ling is going to be disengaging. Looking for another opportunity. Ling is looking for a kill there. Over at the bottom lane, Tempest of Blaze gets the knockup. Will it be enough to take down the Stomp? Stomp's not going to be the primary target here. Instead, it's going to be Farsa. Farsa's going to go down.
Here comes the cavalry though. Trong Trin, this seems to be the name of the game, and you see now the mobility versus the range of EVOS SG and VEC Fantasy Main respectively. And it looks like mobility is winning, Nomad. But look up top!
Up top, it's a 1v3 and technically a 1v3, but this is where Yu Zhong thrives, and he is going to go for the Black Dragon 4, going to go for this Popple and Koopa. He cannot be CC'd to oblivion, and he's down to human form. He managed to get down to 1 because of the help of the ultimate of Yi Sun-shin. Looking for another kill, will get another one onto Popple and Koopa. Going to be looking for another fight there. Avatar is going to be landing onto nobody, gets a second kill there on that team fight, and this is where VFM is going to shine in the prolonged team fight.
Teeny, you madman! It's not just the range they got, says VEC Fantasy Main. Leo Nomad, check this out, we got the sustain. And Teeny just showed us exactly what Yu Zhong is capable of. Oh my god. 3-1-2, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, that was a powerful 3-1-2.
Very, very powerful 3-1-2 indeed. And that just costed them the top lane turret, the mid lane turret, and the potential objective here in the turtle area.
Resurrecting soon.
Alright, I did say earlier the Pokemon was having a better time, but if the rest of EVOS SG just follow through this way, man, Potato's choice on the Gatot Gacha, it's not helping this hero's rework just yet. I think we are yet to find out how he works, but look at this. Teeny now, once more. Again, I think he's such a big threat here to EVOS SG. I think they're afraid of him. Possibly if VC wins this, it might be a Yu Zhong ban, but nonetheless, better airstrike here by Hyde Nomad.
Man, it's going to be a disengage because they know that they do not want to lose any other members here on the side of EVOS SG. If they lose a side here, that would mean that the Lord is going to be open for taking here for DFM because they will be able to come out on top in the team fights. As long as the team fights are relatively equal here, like if it's a 5v5, EVOS SG should take this. But their VFM is doing a good job just splitting up the attention span of EVOS SG here, securing objectives in the bottom lane, trying to go for pickoffs and then convert it into objectives. That's how you should be playing the game.
Yep, but you know what? We're at the point wherein I think VFM is way ahead, that they don't need to fight 5v5s. They can just distract and split up the mobility that EVOS SG has. And look at this now, Potato is being threatened by Teeny. And not much Potato can do, look at this!
Not really a big
the Avatar of Guardian into his death, taken out by Broly. Pokemon with the Tempest of Blades. What a revenge kill by Soul. Nomad, look at this, Soul barely alive!
Man, that's Soul gonna be flickering out, not gonna be escaping the hands of the Yu Zhong here, the dragon himself. Kufra securing the kill, and this might be it. This is game. This is just gonna be Ling on his own. They do manage to catch Ling too. Slither of HP remaining. They should not go for the chase, but instead go for the push. But I think Ling. Oh, spots out another assassination attempt there. A nice Winter Truncheon, but not gonna be enough. But the Lord is gonna be pushing in towards the mid lane.
Yeah, that's all
it's gonna be Yu Zhong delaying his back.
Yeah, there's no way that Pokemon here can get away for free. Oh, nice jump through the wall. And again, all this is smoke and mirrors, Nomad. All that VFM is doing is making sure Pokemon is not there to defend. But then again, the damage is done. Lord here gonna go down. And all it's gonna equal to is pressure. Equating to pressure on the map. And man, I don't know if VFM hides sacrifice was worth it. But nonetheless, this is VEC Fantasy Main's game to lose. So far, they are way ahead. About 8,000 gold. And what is that? Two turrets. Two turrets ahead. Oh, Soul knocked out. Just like that. Broly caught up real well.
Chopper being used as well. So that's one ultimate out. But so that managed to secure a kill, so that's more than enough. Black Dragon form in the middle of the base. Just trying to deter them from coming in. Feathered Airstrike to zone everybody away from the turrets, as well as they focus on the mid lane turret. There goes the Ling going for the Tempest of Blades. Will be sniping out the Farsa, but Farsa manages to barely, the Yeeson Shin manages to barely survive there. Secures the kill onto Ling, and this is, as they say, is it. Gets the knockup.
You know what?
Back.
It might not only be it though, man. If VEC Fantasy Main does this right, it could be GG. And there's another kill, but Broly pays the price all the way from behind. EVOS gets him down. And T-Max here. Oh, there's too much. 3 dudes is too much. And he comes back. Oh, the passive is doing it, but only fast is going to be enough. Only deadly.
That's still the 2 inhibitor turrets down. That's a lot of pressure on the side of EVOS SG. And they Winter Truncheon once again saving his life. This time around,
Hide!
Blood managed to survive that.
Yo, Teeny is owning this game. Teeny is on fire. Tempest of Blades onto one, might be too much. Nice flicker out here by Teeny, the Yu Zhong.
Barca's gonna be there to back him up. Again, EVOS SG has a lot of pressure going in for them.
Yep. Could be one more could be one more Lord. I was gonna say turtle. Could be one more Lord. 15 minutes into this game, and so far, VEC Fantasy Main barely missing a beat, and Hyde doing so well to protect himself.
They're starving. They're starving Pokemon here of any farm opportunities. Orange buff is gone. Purple buff is gone as well. It's a defense it's a tall order for them to defend this upcoming push, especially if the Lord starts spawning up now. It's going to be a level 2 Lord that's going to be hard to manage.
Check out Trong Trin. Again, I guess his rate on hits are maybe at 70-60%. The big problem from earlier on in the game was he was coming in too late, but now I think he's picked up on that, started to improve, and 3-8. Just making that Kufra do work. I think this is the right idea though, Nomad. They need to use T-Max here to split and distract EVOS SG from the Lord take. But, oh, it's gonna happen here. This is the fight. They picked it. They picked it. It's happening.
They're picking the fight here, and
Broly?
they're sort of losing it. HPs are low here, but they do manage to secure the kill onto Ling, onto Joe as well. Not gonna be looking good here. Got the Kacha. Potato is gonna be very tanky here, but he is gonna go down. Meanwhile, there is going to be a push on over towards the main base, and the main base is just gonna be defended by Popol and Koopa. Popol and Koopa's not gonna be able to defend this against two people, and he's gonna go down.
This is it.
The one turret minion available, and this is most definitely it. That is the wipeout. Turret minion is gonna go down. Wait for the next wave to come in. Clear the minion waves first, though, and that's it. That's GG.
Wow. Alright, I think they took their time, but nonetheless, that was the right thing to do. Didn't even need Lord.